This is my audience. These two children have something in common. Do you know what it is? No? Well, they are wish kids with a terminal illness. The smiles on their faces are after they got their wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The Make-A-Wish Foundation website states that since becoming a nonprofit organization in November of 1980, the Make-A-Wish Foundation has granted more than 285,000 wishes for sick children in the United States. The foundation has expanded drastically since the first donation of $15. In the founding year, Make-A-Wish raised $2,000, making it possible to grant the first wish. In 2016 alone, the foundation granted 15,300 wishes. Founders Frank Shankwitz, Scott Stahl, and Linda Bergingdale-Pauling are able to grant wishes depending on the medical eligibility of the children and referrals received from medical professionals and parents of ill children. The Make-A-Wish Foundation's mission is to grant a dying wish for terminally ill children across the United States. I've been interested in this foundation for a very long time. I feel that this organization is a great thing. I have read the information on the Make-A-Wish Foundation website along with success stories from this organization. First, I will discuss the first wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Second, I will discuss a few success stories of this organization. And finally, I will discuss ways to help the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The first wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation was given to Frank Bopsy Salzar. Bopsy was a 7-year-old boy that had been diagnosed with leukemia, with 3 wishes: to become a fireman, to go to Disneyland, and to ride in a hot air balloon. Make-A-Wish Foundation made these wishes become a reality for Bopsy. The Fire Department of Phoenix added Bopsy to their Engine 9 crew. Visiting Disneyland and riding in a hot air balloon was also made possible. The Anaheim Fire Department aided in taking Bopsy and his family on a trip to Southern California. Soon after these wishes were granted, Bopsy returned home and was admitted to the hospital. One of the firemen in the Engine 9 crew surprised Bopsy by climbing into his hospital room using the engine ladder. That night, Bopsy passed. Since the first wish, the Make-A-Wish Foundation has granted many more wishes for kids just like Bopsy. The article Make-A-Wish for Others, written by Raven Calabo, tells us of a story from Idaho where Emma, a teen with a rare type of ovarian cancer, used her wish in a very selfless way, to host a food drive. Over 13,000 pounds of food was brought in by hundreds of people to the drive that was hosted in early October in Twin Fall, Idaho. Nina, Emma's mother, tried to convince Emma to choose a trip to Disneyland with her wish. The last time the family had planned on a trip to Disneyland, the news of Emma's cancer caused the trip to be canceled. Emma's food drive raised the attention of many people throughout the state of Idaho. Make-A-Wish helped make Emma's vision of a food drive with games and fun possible by providing face-painting artists and snacks to the event. Many businesses and groups in the community helped Emma's wish become a success. The fire department, grocery stores, and food groups donated large amounts of food. Emma's selfish wish came true thanks to the amazing efforts of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Vanessa Bayer, a Saturday Night Live cast member, has also had a grant wished by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. An article written by Emily Strom tells us that Bayer, now at age 35, was a freshman in an Ohio high school when her eye began to swell and she came down with flu-like symptoms that would not go away. She was finally diagnosed with leukemia. An intense treatment of chemotherapy and radiation began immediately for Bayer, forcing her to miss the end of her 9th grade year. The Make-A-Wish Foundation was contacted by Bayer's family, who asked for a wish of Bayer's to be granted. This wish was to take her family to Hawaii. Bayer tells that Make-A-Wish took care of everything. She talks about the week-long trip of snorkeling and riding in a submarine. Bayer became officially in remission the summer before her senior year of high school. Bayer, now a famous talk show host, states that her favorite guests on her show are kids who visit thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. When I tell them that I'm a wish kid too, it's just so cool to see, Bayer says. Many children throughout the United States are terminally ill. Make-A-Wish Foundation tries greatly to bring a time of joy to these children. To make these wishes come true, the Make-A-Wish Foundation greatly appreciates any help offered to the charity. Donations from communities around the United States helps greatly. For example, the relocation company ARIS corporate headquarters and a central regional office in Pittsburgh came together to raise money for the charity throughout the month of May. If helping Make-A-Wish Foundation interests you, but you are unable to participate in community activities, becoming a sponsor, monthly giving, and online fundraising are a few other ways to help this great organization to grant wishes. Today, I first discussed the first wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Second, I discussed success stories of this organization. And lastly, I discussed ways to help this great foundation. The Make-A-Wish Foundation's mission is to grant a dying wish for terminally ill children across the United States. Thank you.